In 2013, the New Orleans bar Spirits on Bourbon was featured on Spike TV's Bar Rescue, where host John Taffer worked with owners Brad Bohannon and Steve Smith to turn their struggling business into one of the town's biggest attractions.
When John came in, he really forced us to look ourselves in the mirror and really take control of our business. He showed us some of the things that we were doing wrong.
Being on the show, it made us a destination overnight. I think John Taffer is the #1 guy in the business.
I'm not the most tech-savvy guy in the world. I know how to use a computer. I know how to use our POS system that we have now. We know there's products out there, but we just don't know what the technology is. It would be really great if somebody could come in and explain to us what's out there so we know what to use to help our business get better.
Now, with the help of Woodard Consulting and Patricia Hendrix, an esteemed ProAdvisor from 10 Key Business Solutions, the latest and greatest technology will be installed at Spirits to give them an edge over the 50-plus other bars all vying for business on Bourbon Street. It's time for a tech makeover.
So Patricia, we're here at Spirits on Bourbon, and as you know, John Taffer rescued this bar on his Spike TV show called Bar Rescue a couple of years ago.
Remember that.
Now you took a hard look at the bar, and you found that there are some things that they could still use in terms of technology. Do you think these guys are going to listen to what we have to say?
I hope so. I have a few tools in my toolbox I think they'll like.
And we have a lot we can learn too. So let's go in and figure it out together.
Excellent.
When I was walking into the bar for the first time, it was all about the adrenaline. We had been preparing for this for months, between the announcement in June all the way up to the filming in December. So by the time we walked in, I was excited just to see this thing hit the ground and be able to pull it off. Hey, Steve.
Joe. How you doing?
Brad.
Joe, how you doing?
It's good to see you guys face to face. We've been talking a lot, and you know why. We are going to change the way this bar operates. We're going to be doing a lot of things to make your bar's technology sing and dance. And I brought Patricia with me. Patricia is one of the leading S&B technology consultants in the country. You've got the best of the best.
Well, she better be. We've already worked with the best of the best in the restaurant and bar business, John Taffer, and we expect a lot here. We consider ourselves a leader on Bourbon Street and a leader in the French Quarter, so this better be good, Patricia.
Are you up to the John Taffer challenge?
I'm definitely up to the John Taffer challenge. I won't yell as much, but we're going to get the job done.
We chose Patricia first to do the implementation rather than us because our vision statement is to radically impact the way small businesses operate through small business advisors. And our driving purpose at Woodard is to empower small business advisors.
So we decided that we were going to implement QuickBooks Online in your system so that you had cloud-based access so that they would be able to coordinate between their two stores and so that their CPA would also have easy access into their books. And then we also decided to put you on the Intuit QuickBooks Online payroll. And that integrates seamlessly into the QuickBooks Online, so now your payroll information is going to be accessible very quickly at any point in time.
Statistics will be great. We just got to be able to use them. You guys can come in here and you guys are known for telling us what. It's like Charlie Brown, and then you leave and we don't know what's going on. It's easy for you guys because you guys do this every day. We just need to be able to understand it.
So something easy to use, easy to implement.
And something really, really instant. By the time we realize there's a problem, if we find it out a month later, it's almost too late to fix it. If we can find something, you know, weekly or even daily and see trends that way, that would help us out a lot as well.
So Joe, I think it would be very helpful if we were able to see their processes eyes on. Would you guys mind giving us a tour of the
show you
business?
around.
That would be
All right,
great.
fantastic.
Thank you. It is very typical to have an idea of what you're going into after having the initial conversation with a client and then finding out once you get on site that there's a lot more that they might not even have known was a problem.
This is our current POS system. We have 3 monitors here behind the main bar. We have a server station and then one all the way in the back in the courtyard. We serve a lot of drinks to the street. New Orleans is all about to-go drinks. We have a hard time. There's no way to put one of these terminals out in the street. And also, the servers have to run all the way back to the courtyard and come all the way back to the server station every time they want to ring something up. And then that has to get to the kitchen, it has to get to the bar. It's really time consuming.
We thought that the point of sale that was in there already was going to be adequate for them, but once we saw the way the servers were having to run back and forth to the bar to place their orders, we knew there was a better solution with the QuickBooks point of sale. So Brad, I see a lot of great merchandise around here, the Resurrection glasses, the Raise the Bar book, and you have t-shirts I saw for sale also. So how are you tracking that right now? How are you keeping track of that inventory?
We don't have really a great system with that. So when we're running out of t-shirts and we're losing sales, which I don't like doing. So we need to figure out some way that I can control the inventory and it's not so time consuming.
So that is not currently running through your point of sale system at this point?
Not properly.
Okay, do you tie those sales to any kind of server related incentives?
They do, but we can't track them properly. If we could track them individually, I think we could run contests and really look at each server individually, and we could sell a ton of merchandise.
I agree.
Well, I think we've got the information we need from the bar. What do you want to look at next, Patricia?
I'd like to see your wireless system.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
With any engagement like this, you have a certain amount of qualification work you do off-site, but nothing replaces the on-site tour.
Here's the router.
All right, Patricia, is that router going to support a tablet-based point-of-sale system?
Actually, no, Joe. We're going to want to replace that for two reasons. One is for security, we want to have a totally separate wireless system for the POS. And secondly, for reach, you're going to have enough reach that they can get all the way out to the street, through the bar, and then all the way back onto the back patio.
People looking at your technology and at how you run your business, you always take it personal because it's the way you do it. And they're gonna come in there and criticize you and tell you like how they can do it better. And you gotta step back and realize that's their job and that's what they do.
One of the initial things that we saw on the walkthrough with the bar was this very tiny office with lots of paper. So you have all of your paperwork right there stuffed in that.
Well, we store some stuff off premises after a year or so, but I mean, this is all the room we have to work.
Nothing was filed appropriately. Everything was just very, very disorganized. And I know it was hard for them to work in that environment.
Paperwork backs up. You have liquor orders coming in, you have food orders come in, all kinds of different receipts and invoices, and it can start stacking up on you real fast.
This process isn't easy, and it involves a tremendous amount of listening. Listening to the client's pain, listening to what the client is going through, listening to what they need, and determining the exact solutions that are going to meet their needs. This is how Patricia's getting it done.
So guys, thank you very much. We went through the whole bar and we looked at the way your current processes are running and we found some things that we think we might be able to help with. We think that a tablet-based point of sale is going to work a lot better for you. So Intuit has their new Quickbooks point of sale powered by Revel Systems. Really like you guys to take a look at that. I think it's going to help.
You know, we consider ourselves leaders on Bourbon Street. We want to have the best, the fastest customer service out there.
Time is money for us.
Well, your customers will have no complaint after you implement this system.
Joe and Patricia have a really tough job to do. Me and Brad, we're not the most tech-savvy guys, but we're willing to learn and we want to learn new ways to make this business great.
What about the scheduling?
Okay, so there is a scheduling system built in to the point of sale, but we'd like to add another layer on top of that that's actually going to give your servers and your employees handheld access on their phones to their schedules. It's called When I Work. They'll be able to put in requests to change schedules or to modify. You'll be able to approve those things, and then they'll at any point in time be able to look at their phone and know when they're supposed to show up.
That'll be great. With some of the big events that we have here, it happens all at once. Sometimes we got to get a message out to all the servers all at one time.
When I Work, and it integrates with QuickBooks Online.
Yes, it does.
So far, everything is tightly integrated. What are we going to do about that little tiny back office back there?
Okay, you guys have a really tiny back office, and there's a lot of papers, there's a lot of things on the shelves, and there's computers stuffed in there also. So we need to fix your efficiency. You're going to think better and clearer if you have a cleaner area to work in. When I saw their back office, I knew immediately that Neat was going to be a fantastic solution for them. I know that you send a lot of paperwork to your accountant to process at the end of the month, and then you have to wait really for accurate books until the end of the month. The solution that we have in mind, you're going to be able to scan that in and it goes to the accountant immediately, it goes into your QuickBooks immediately, and it gets off your desk and into the trash can.
Remember, it's got to be easy to use because we're not the most computer savvy, as you can tell by our office. There's a reason why. A lot of these guys come in here and they make these promises, I can do this, I can do that, and then they leave here and it's not like that. They can give me all the reports in the world, but if I can't use them, they can't show me how to use them properly, they're useless.
So we've just presented a technology stack to you. QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Payroll. We're also going to throw in a payment network because it works tightly with QuickBooks Point of Sale, the tablet edition. Then we're talking about When I Work, and we're talking about Neat. All right, so if that technology stack works for you, we're good to go, right?
Yeah, we're good to go, but there's one thing. I have to be trained and installed by Friday. If not, it's a no-go. It has to be done. Time is money with me.
The whole stack?
The whole thing has to be done.
This Friday?
This Friday. I can't afford to be down.
You've just watched Patricia Hendrix, one of the best pro advisors in the country, radically impact the way a small business operates. Patricia is not alone. There are 98,000 pro advisors in the United States, but unfortunately, many do not maximize the potential they have with small businesses. At Scaling New Heights, we will teach you how to be a super pro advisor like Patricia Hendrix. We'll teach you how to analyze and fix clients' technology problems, accounting problems, management needs. We will empower you to radically impact the way small businesses operate. And all you need to do is join us right here in Paradise at the Atlantis Resort, May 22 through 25. Go to woodardevents.com right now and register.